We are live.
Yay! We are live, everyone. Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, depending on where you're watching us from. We are live. Welcome, Coach Mo. Welcome, Abimbola. How you guys doing today?
We're doing good.
Okay. We're here, as parents, as moms, to just talk about everyday struggles and bustles as an immigrant, right? We all are in different locations, so at least we'll be able to give each other, learn from each other, and at least let our fellow brothers and sisters outside the suite to know that there are things that they can actually do to, be part of us. So I have to give the floor to my able coach, the coach of life. Our big engine, but small. Looks small, but she's a big engine. Coach Mo, you're
Yes.
welcome.
Thank you,
How are
Tina.
you doing, Coach Mo? Can you
I'm
please
very
introduce
well.
yourself?
I'm doing very well. My city, it's a lot of snow in Calgary, so it looks like weekend for two, where we Netflix and chill with whatever new movies that is available. But
Mhm.
man, it looks like it's an indoor thing this weekend.
Ah,
Mm.
lucky you. At least you don't have to go anywhere because, of course, you're a boss. You're a boss mom, so you can actually do the weather for two.
I mean, stay
It's
at home, mom.
I know you're a boss mom. The mom making her thing inside her pajamas. So don't worry, I'm coming to you. You're going to teach us all on how you're doing it. That's why we're here. Hello, welcome, Abimbola. Can you please unmute yourself? Yeah.
Hi,
Can you please introduce yourself to
yeah, my
us?
name is Abimbola. I live in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. I'm a
Hmm.
mother of three lovely children, and I'm a
Oh,
registered
it's a
nurse.
global thing, right? Yeah. Okay. Um, Thank you, Abimbola, for letting us know where you're calling in from, where you're talking to us from. My name is Tina. I'm a mom of three beautiful children too, and I'm calling from Calgary. And like my coach said, it's the weather for two. But at least, well, not for me because she knows why it's not going to be for me. But the snow is actually increasing because we didn't really enough snow, so I think the snow came into dump this yesterday and the first day, so everywhere is full. Thank you guys for coming up. You know, on a Sunday like this, you're supposed to be with your family. I
Yeah.
just dragged everybody
We
out.
hope it's the
It's
last
just
set of
enough
snow
to
anyway for
I
this
know. I
season
know.
because I'm looking forward to summer. I'm so looking forward to summer.
Do you have when you say you're looking forward to summer? Do you have any plans for summer that you're looking forward to
Of
summer?
course. In fact, my plans for summer is like back to back. Is like filling the calendar. Like I have plans for my kids. I have plans for Stampede in Calgary. I have plans of in fact I want to go to Europe. I want to go to visit America. I have plans for Canada itself and I have plans for outside Canada. You understand? In fact, there's Owambe too in summer. It's a lot.
Wow.
Lining up like this.
So, Abimbola, do you have any plans for your summer or what are you doing?
Yeah,
How is your weather? Meanwhile, how is your weather over in
our weather
Pennsylvania?
is all right now. It's in the 50s right now, which is not bad. And then
Okay.
for summer, I plan on taking my kids to Canada for some
Like
vacation.
changing.
That's good. That's good. It's a good one.
We're
Okay.
exchanging. But you guys, you have 3 kids. You have 3 kids. I don't understand. Is 3 the lucky number?
Ah,
Maybe that I have 2 kids. Maybe I should start
Of
thinking.
course, you're going to give us one more. So
give
let's
us
just
a
leave it like
true
that.
one.
You're going to give us one more to make it three. Three is the lucky number. So just, yeah.
Hmm.
Okay, Coach Mo, I just wanted, we've talked about our families, we've talked about where we're calling from. Can you tell us your occupation? Because I know that, Coach Mo, I want you to start because I know that you're a business entrepreneur working from home, but just talk to us about it.
Well, career life generally. Currently, I'm an online business entrepreneur. It's a lot of things. I'm a business consultant, a strategist, a coach, anything online business really, or digital marketing expert. And I believe my prior experience in the corporate world has prepared me for this particular journey. So I used to work in a financial institution, even though my background is microbiology,
Mm.
and I never did health because I'm like, I cannot stand the sight of blood. Oh. When I was in school, when I was in the university, microbiology has different sides to it. There's oil and gas microbiology, there is health microbiology, there is food microbiology, people that work in FMCGs, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like Nestle and all of that. There
Yeah.
is I think I have about 6 sectors. We had one in the environmental category. Yeah. And me, I always said, I can never do this health microbiology, that I mean this microbiology to go to oil and gas or face FMCG. Now this
And,
health is not
yeah.
for me. Because me, I know I cannot stand the sight of blood. But despite that, I did my internship in a hospital. I think that exposed me to, so microbiologists are in the laboratory, they're not in the ward. They're in the
Mm.
laboratory, so I don't want to do all this microorganism, whatever, whatever. So I liked it, at least. What I could deal with it because it only had to do with make I puncture person, collect their blood sample. But if accident victim enter, I go run away. Oh. I will scare the person self because I may go shout, yeah, what be this? So I know I could not stand, you know, the health sector for so long. So by the time I finished school, God, as God will have it, God already knew that. You see, this business world, that is where I'm going to finish my career. You get?
Yeah.
So I served in the bank, and that was how I entered the banking sector. So I worked in the bank for almost 15 years, about almost a decade, thereabout. Yeah. If I
Mm.
had everything together, it's about slightly over a decade. And that was when I started getting exposed to, you know, how the rich are getting richer and the poor are getting poorer. Do you understand? By the virtue
Mm.
of we manage a lot of accounts. And I see that the bankers, even though they wear their suit and tie, they dress corporate, they're still going into the market to meet the business people to beg them for deposits,
Mm.
right? They go
Mhm.
in there and they go say, auntie, and those ones, they just write a check, 100 million, 50 million. You, where you their bank, by the time you are on 15th of the month, salary don't finish. You don't dey collect salary, they call it salary advance. You don't dey collect salary advance. Do you understand? It was like I saw it as a life of suffering and smiling, the people in the office, right? It
Mm.
looks on the outside like they are all prim and proper, but they are living from paycheck to paycheck,
Yeah.
right? The ones that are in the market, that people are underestimating them. Do you understand? Because of their outward appearance, because of the way they dress, because of the way they look, they don't understand the kind of volume that those people deal with. So that
Mm.
was where I got my own personal exposure to the fact that you really cannot get rich with getting a fixed amount of money come into your bank account every month. You are limited, right?
Yeah.
Is that money that comes in, there's only so much you can do with it. That was even when we were still in Nigeria, right?
Mm.
But at the same time, I know that there are other avenues of making money. There is investments. It takes time, right? You would have to invest, over and over again. Most of those investments that really give so much money is either you put in a lot of money, into it as a capital, or you have done it for 10, 15 years. Do you get it? It takes
Mhm.
a while, whether not shares or whatever. So that really exposed me into the world of business. Let me put it that way. I started knowing that there are ways where you can actually leverage. Leveraging means you are like a what do they call an agent? An agent. You're like a middleman between
Mhm.
this and this. You get what I'm saying? You look for who needs things and who is the provider. You connect them together and you make your commissions, right? So I knew
Mhm.
that that's a side hustle somebody can pursue instead of going to start from the scratch to manufacture, because that is
Mm.
a lot of capital. A capital is very capital intensive. So I started thinking, I wouldn't like, to be honest with you, my banking career made me started thinking about business. That, because when I look at even my bosses, the ones that were earning 1 million, 2 million, kinikon, it's a case of people are only spending from what they collect. It's like a well, call it a bowl of water. The moment you take out of that bowl, the water is reducing. It's different from when you're taking water from a sea. And
Yeah.
business owners, they take their money from a sea, from an ocean, because they have access to volume, they have access to people, they can scale, they can introduce the service. That was my own. But I always knew that I don't like any business that requires me chasing family and friends, begging people to buy my products or services. I hate it because I cannot sell pencil to a friend. I cannot convince a friend that my friend, oh, this pencil, it will change your life. I don't know how to do it. But I can talk from a realistic point of view where I share my experience to you. Is your choice whether you want to pick it or you want to dump it. That works better for me. So, like what I do currently now, when I found the business system, I just knew this is it. This is what I've been looking for. This is exactly what I have been looking for, where I can get the best of both worlds and still fetch from that ocean, that sea, without being shortchanged or being confined to a particular space. So for me, that's what career is. I transitioned from that when I came to Canada. I did a bit of health, business analysis, administrative. Eventually, I landed here, and this looks like my career for a very long time. I don't intend, because I'm loving every day of it. I'm loving the flexibility of being an online entrepreneur. I'm loving the lifestyle. I love the tax advantages. I love the sitting on your couch, snapping popcorn and making money. I love automation working for you on the back end. I love the fact that you can scale, you can have global reach. You are not confined to, I live in Calgary, but I have very few business partners in Calgary, even though I live here. You are not begging, auntie, brother, please now check with you and they do. No, you just simply use the social media, spread the information, right? Just like content creators. A lot of the content creators that we know, you know their house, you know their family, but you
No.
follow them religiously. And that is how they are making their money. Can you come and drop this? You watch it, bank account is increasing for somebody else, right?
True.
And we'll get to that part of it. For now, that's just like a summary of my career journey.
I
And
know.
here
Thank
to
you
where I
so much, Coach
am right
Mo.
now.
I know if I give you this floor today, we're not going to leave here because I
Yes,
know
sir.
how passionate you are about this online business, right? I'm very happy that I was able to, know about this business and I joined it too, thanks to Coach Mo. So I know if I give you this floor, you're going to take all the time. So let me go to our sister here, Abimbola. Abimbola, so can you tell us a little bit about your occupation, what you're doing right now, and how you landed in this business?
Okay, I'm a registered nurse by profession. I've been doing this for
Ooh, you're
over
the ones
40
making the
years.
money. Mm-hmm.
I've been in America for over 20 years. I went to school here, got my BSN, and then I started working. But I didn't know nothing about another life outside being a nurse. That's all I know how to do best. So, and then I was scrolling through my social media trying to catch fun. And there goes Coach Mo right there with her all her flipping her hand and all of that. Let me listen to what this woman got to say. So I
Hmm.
clicked on it and there we go. Boom, I'm here.
Wow. In fact, 20 years in America, a
Mhm.
registered nurse, that's a big one. That means your brain is on fire. I envy you guys. Don't worry. That's
Honestly, I envy
I
you.
envy
I
you.
can't
I
I
envy
can't
anybody.
tell.
I'm a nurse. I give you that respect. A doctor, nurse, I pray for you guys. You guys are doing a good job. Anyway, so a registered nurse, you guys can see, a registered nurse is doing this business. Can you tell us why you started this business at Bimbola? Why did you do it? Why did you take that leap of faith?
No, I'm going through a little bit. I got some issues in the background. So I was like gradually sinking into depression, living from paycheck to paycheck.
Hmm.
And then I'm like, I need to spend more time with my family, at least my kids. So I'm like, let me look at what I can do on the side so I can spend more time with them.
Hmm.
Then I eventually got into this and I'm here.
Hmm. Yeah, thank God you're here because at least this community have made us know each other, despite
Mhm.
living very far from each other, right? That's
Yep.
why this community is so good. So it's I have to talk about myself. My name is Tina, like I said, and right now I work in education. I'm a professional in education. Um, I schooled in Nigeria. I got my BSc in Nigeria, international relations and history. But of course, we all know in Nigeria, whatever course you do, you might still end up being an online entrepreneur, or you might still end up being do another business by the side, right? And right from the one, I knew that I'm not the career kind of person. No, my mom was a big entrepreneur while I was growing up. I knew that I'm not the kind of a 9 to 5 somebody. But of course, when I got married, I was doing my own business, traveling to UK to get things and sell baby. I was doing babies, some adult clothing and all those stuff. Everybody who knows me know that's what I was doing. I like my time because I like spending time with my kids. They call me Mama Bear. I like my staying around my children. Yeah, anything I like to stay. So and we've been like my family have been on expats. We have been expatriate for over 10 years. We traveled a lot, and when you travel a lot with your kids like that, you tend to bond with them while they're growing up because they're just there with you. And as an expatriate wife, they don't really let us work. They only give us some money to go register for things to let me technical things that you can help that can help you in the future, learn how to do this trade or learn how to bake cake and all those things. They give us all those little, is the word I'm looking for it, that's the kind of
Yeah, so they are training you in skill sets.
skill
Yeah.
sets. Thank you, Coach Mo. They are training in skill sets, but you can't work. So I was a full-time mom with my kids, and when we finished our expat life for like over like let's say 8 9 years, my husband got another opportunity to go back home in Nigeria, but we actually got an opportunity to come to Canada. So we got to Canada, and I felt maybe it's still the life that I was living before now. What nothing changed. But man, when I got to Canada, reality check just hit. Bam. Yes. It's no longer the expats, money. So you have to, a lot of bills need to be paid. You need to work. You need to do your own business. And as an entrepreneur, and me that said I wasn't going to do a 9 to 5 job, I had to start looking for something to do. I got a lot of opportunities to start up my own. But of course, in this part of the world, you have to drop a lot of money to get that good stuff if you want to do business. Yeah. So, and I said, okay, maybe they said do a certification so that you can get into the job world here. I did a certification in education, one part of education. I did social services after that for like 2 years. My dear, I started commuting from north to south, from east to west. This girl that I've been living a baby girl life, I started commuting. Yes, I started commuting. My kids, fine, my kids were still seeing me, but I would just come back from this work. I'll just see them. What is the assignment? What is happening? Then before you know, I'm in the car. I'm going for the next one. And I told myself, I said, no, 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 no. T baby, this is not you. It can't continue like this. You need to look for that, that thing you know best to do. You just need to look for it. And like you said, I was just in the street of this Instagram. We always go there to go to look at other people, like other people's picture, comment necessary and unnecessary things. That was where I saw my coach Mo. When I saw my coach Mo, I slid into her DM. My coach Mo now started following me. I was still, But at the end of the day, I think last year I just told myself, I said, all die, now die. If I need to change the narrative, if I need to keep something for my children that my children can leverage on, I need to do something apart from this thing. This is my profession that I'm chasing after. It's my full-time job, yes, but there'll be a time that I will be no longer strong enough to drive that driving or strong enough to go to my workplace to start running around with the people I work with, right? I just told myself, I said, and I'm not that type that want to retire at 60. Mba. I can retire right now. This business, I'm looking at it that it's coming very close. That's the truth. So that was how I started this online business, and
Amazing system.
that I am loving every bit of it. Every bit of it. thanks to the people that at least showed us that there's a way. At times when you see people like Coach Mo's ad, or they see your ad, or they see my ad, they will say, what are these people talking about? But when you see your own, it's better for you to come in and ask that question, right? Let them narrate the things to you. If somebody gives you an opportunity, don't say, I can't do it. We are all busy.
Mm-hmm.
I'm even looking for 36 hours if it's possible, because this 24 is no longer enough for me. What? Yeah, the 24 is no longer. But when if I just come in and get the experience, know what we're talking about, and see how it can help you. If it's for you, it's for you. If it's not
If
for
it's
you,
not for you,
so I think that's how I find myself here, and I'm very happy I did. Yes.
and,
So,
and that's a very amazing word. It's for you, it's for you, because at the end of the day, we measure risk in different dimensions and different ways. You
yeah.
think that employer that you're working for is not risky because you are getting a particular amount, static every month. Me, I've
Mm,
seen a lot of scenarios where people wake up as an employee and they go to bed as for someone that has no job by the end of
true.
the day. Like, it's unexpected. It happens a lot. You
Yeah.
wake up, you have a job. By night time, you don't have a job again. You're
Mhm.
jobless, right?
Yeah.
It could
Yeah.
be anything. There's no sentiment, especially in this part of the world. People don't have sentiments towards job. Okay, maybe so that this person can feed my family, their family. Let me continue to pay them. No, if the business is not profitable enough to pay you, he fire you immediately. It's not.
True.
It's not bad belly. Do you
Yeah.
understand? It's not
Yeah.
because I don't like you. But it
Mm,
is what it is. As a business owner, they have expenses and they have a profit to make. If the
true.
profit, not the profit, but girl, forget that thing. They'll go
True.
tell you, say, they go look, okay, who is it that we need to remove so that we can still have a balance. It just be like, that story for inside Bible. Jonah, he entered their
Mm.
ship, because they call guru, guru, guru. They say, okay, we need to throw this man
We
away
need
so
to
that we
throw
can
this
have
man
peace of
away.
mind.
True. True. True.
So it's not sentiment. They didn't even care whether Jonah will die inside the water. They
Mm.
didn't care whether he was
Mm.
going to drown. It's a case of we need our peace. come,
Yes.
come out. Get out. And that is how
Mhm.
it is. There's nothing that is secure. Oh, yes, I know that we only have today.
Yeah.
Tomorrow is not promised.
It's not
We
promised.
only have today. But
Mhm.
Yeah.
that today, and every today that you have, what do you do with it? What are you
Mm.
doing with it? Do you
Mm.
get? In as
Mm.
much as we have today, but the seeds you sow today will germinate tomorrow. It
True.
Mhm.
depends on the seed you're sowing. I know that a
True.
lot of people are very skeptical until they see, oh, come and buy phone. They don't believe that they should, plug into something. For me, I like to check out things. I
Mm.
check out things. I go carry my check. Is
Mm.
it something I can do? I analyze it.
Mm.
If it's something I can identify with, why not? If not, there's no fight in church. It's prayer and amen. A check is for me. If it's not for me,
Mhm.
absolutely, I take the back seat. It's fine.
True.
Do you understand?
True.
But the fact that you will deny yourself of not checking,
Mm.
and then you sit down where you are and continue to come up with unfounded fallacies, my dear, maybe me you they do. Now you they do yourself.
Yes. Yes.
That's
Let's
what I tell
let's
people.
wait till say they fight Grand now himself in the fight, because Grand still dey USA.
That's what I call.
Okay. Thank you so much, Coach Mo. I need to ask this another question, and as our coach, I think you'll be in the best person to give us this answer. Do you think it's easy to make money online, to earn online?
Mm, that's huge. And I would say that to make money online is simple, but it is not easy. Easy is relative to everybody, right? The word easy is relative to all of us. One thing I know is that it's simpler than writing GNS 101. Yeah.
Hmm.
Making money online is simpler than going through the four walls of a BSc program,
Hmm.
right? But
Hmm.
the easy, you have to do something. You
Hmm.
have to be, it's just like having a baby, having a child. You have to become, first of all, before I'm talking about personally, what I would do before I go into an online system or a business system is to check out what is in it for me.
Hmm.
You know, Me, I no be say I won't come help other people. No, it's business now. Money matter with the talk. What is in it for me? What do I stand to gain? Do you know? In business, they say the higher the risk, the higher the reward. So I want
Mhm.
check what my reward be before I know whether the risk is worth it for me. Before I go put my head inside, I cannot be identified with low ticket business systems where in that business I go they make $25, $50, $10, $30. I cannot do it. And the reason is because how many thousands so what I once said before I go make my mortgage in a
Mm,
month? Ah,
mm,
it go don't stress me. I cannot, I
mhm,
don't that's why this is practically my very first, business that I can say, and I stayed here, and it's probably going to be my major because the return on investment is huge, right? The potential is high. I know if you do me, I like money, I like better life. I know if you do they pay me $20. $20, we be say I go take and buy pizza, I don't go. Look, that little drops. I want to know how long. Shey you go fill bucket or you go fill bowl or na cup or that's on a basia. I need to know what exactly is in it for me, right? That's what I would do before going into a business system. Number one. Then number two, then I'll now check out the process. How does it fit in into my day-to-day lifestyle?
mhm,
Making money online is not easy but simple. That's what I would say. If you have basic computer skills, like if you are able to go to the four walls of a tertiary institution, whether you went to college or you did an HND program or a BSc program, and they did not do it for you. No be saying a machinery help you
mm,
finish that course. Say, they help you. If you did it yourself, then you can conveniently build a very big brand in the
mm,
online world. You can conveniently make six figures, seven figures online if you are consistent at what you do. So, my answer is it is simple but not easy. Easy because you have to build, you have to be consistent. Whatever that business system you are going into require, whatever training they are giving you, you have to do it. You have to implement it because that is how you are going to see results. But hear me, if they look for money, you go get money for inside your sleep. They happen. If you
mm.
dream of money in your sleep, better wake up. That one na blood money.
Just
No be real
the only
money.
thing, the only dream that comes true is when you're win on the bed. It's not money.
That one
Yes,
they come
that,
true.
that dream it always comes true. But when it comes to money, it doesn't come true like that. Yeah.
Mhm.
My goodness.
So, Abimbola, my sister, what do you have to say about this? Because at least now you're an online entrepreneur. What do you think? Is it really easy, or what do you think with everything you've seen? And because you're here,
I
what's your
know,
take?
I know. It's like Coach Mo said, it's not easy.
Mhm.
Simple, I'll say, yeah. All you have to do is follow the steps, listen carefully, pay attention to what they're asking you to do, and make sure you're doing it right. Then you'll be all set.
Okay, thank you. I think I'll just have to add one or two things in there too. Like our coach rightly said, and you guys said, it's not really easy. But for me, I think I need to talk about the mindset, right? If you have the right mindset, and if you're patient, and you're the type that hungers for change, this business is a good business for you. Like what coach said, is not a get rich quick business, but
Mhm.
it's something is a passive one. It's something that gives you a huge return. In fact, whenever she's talking, she's my ginger. She said it's like the new gold mine. It's the new lithium anywhere they're looking for it. That's the truth. Yeah. So, but for us as immigrants, because we don't know much, and like I said, if you go to a new environment, a new country, a right information can set you on that page immediately. Like me, when I came in, I was telling somebody yesterday, I said I came in 2017. if I knew this job, if I knew this thing by 2018-19, I won't be, I will have, I won't be
But don't
going,
go far.
I
I
won't be
won't
running
rough out.
helter skelter, kitty, kata, kata. No, because this is your peace of mind.
Mhm.
It's like your peace of mind. All you need to do is that mindset that indeed I want something for me and my family. I want something that at the end of the day, when I'm 60, that my bones are paining me when I'm taking those calciums, something will be bringing in something for me. Yes, it's true because all of us, we know all the jobs we do in this part of the world. We're not in Nigeria that you're in the office. Somebody will call you, we still hold phone and be talking, and you say you're working. It's a lie. Once you clock in, you're not holding
You
your
are
phone.
in.
Yes,
Yep.
you're not going to
Mhm.
touch no phone until you clock out because you're working for your hours, right? So
Yep.
if you come, you are a new immigrant and you're watching us, and you know that indeed you want to like do something more. That's life that you're living back home, that you are still you're with your kids, you guys do family time together. Just information, right information can take you to, it can take you far. So for me, I just believe that it's the mindset. You have to be patient. There's no get rich quick scheme anywhere. It's not a Ponzi, right?
Even if
You have
even
to
if
you have to work. You
you
have to
you
work.
have you have to grow the brand, put it that
Yep.
way.
Yeah.
For you to make money online, there are three different ways for you to make money. You can either have a business brand, a personal brand, or a faceless brand. But
True.
faceless brands don't really go so far, especially in the African, the immigrant space, because people are very, very skeptical. So when
Yeah.
you have a faceless brand, it makes it worse. But if you have a bit of a personal brand with a business brand, you can make money. You just have to know what you're doing. You have to know what you're promoting. Why are you promoting it? Because that would be your ginger. Do you get? I stand to be corrected, but the major ginger for most people that work, major, I didn't say all low, but
Mm.
major ginger for the kind of jobs that we do in this part of the world is for the paycheck. It's
Yeah.
not for passion.
Mm-mm.
Yep.
Is not for, oh, I see myself alone, because a lot of people on relocating, they have to change their career path. They have to move from what they know to what they don't know. They have to learn new things. They'll tell you that when you come as an immigrant, they tell you that, well, if you stick to this is what I know how to do and this is what I will do, well, you will meet your load outside, because landlord will pack your load out. You will not be able to pay rent. Or
True.
you pack your load back to where you're coming from. Is either you go big or you go home.
We
You
go
choose
home.
one, right? And like Tina said, with the right information, you see these everyday struggles and bosses of an immigrant, it can be a thing of the past if
Mhm.
you connect with the right people, if you pay attention to the right information, if you make up your mind to do your own due diligence, find out all things, test it and see the one that is true. That's what the Bible says. Test it. Don't just from afar make unfounded fallacies and assumptions. While some people have learned, I have only lived here less than 5 years. This is March. By March 30 will make me 5 years in Canada. And I know how information has, reshaped my life in these 5 years. My major struggle was just in my first 1 year, and I saw the wahala here and there. By the time I saw this business in 2020, I'm like, this is it. I don't care how long it takes me, but I will build a brand. So Rome was not built in a day. Even the mindset too, where you are going to is never built in a day, but start from somewhere. When they want build house, they start from roof. Does not make sense. You want to
At
build
all.
house. You are saying when you want to make 15K in a month. Whoa, guy, you not get anything where you are not serious yet.
At
Mhm.
all.
You start small. Do not despise the days of little beginnings. The
True.
foundation stage of a house is always the most tedious part, because people will not see it. You shall
True.
be working, they will not see the building will not come up. They'll be wondering, what are these people doing? Because when you build a solid foundation, by the time they start putting on the skyscrapers, just keep going like that, like that, like that, because some foundation is solid. But you see that patience, that 6 months patience, that 1 year patience, that 9 months patience, that 3 months patience is what people are not ready to do. They're not ready to be patient to build. Rather, they will say, and I've even told somebody told me some time ago. I've heard a lot of such comments. They will say, Mo, you see, the capital to start the business is not the problem. In fact, I can give you the money. Just you be managing it. I say, Oga, you and your money, carry it and disappear. Because I cannot build your legacy for you. I
True.
cannot build your brand for you. You must be ready to own it and build it yourself. You see that it be like what do they call it? Is it penny wise pound foolish? You're thinking you want to save time, but at the end of the day, you're not saving time.
Mm.
The whole idea start from anywhere. It doesn't matter where you're starting from. Start.
Yeah.
1,000 miles must start with a step. You move
True.
in the right direction. Oh. If you are going
I
1,000
know.
in the
That is
wrong
it. You have to
direction,
point that out, the right direction. True.
you will walk, you will not get to where you are going to. And a
Mhm.
lot of people are in the online space in the wrong direction,
Yeah.
honestly. They are going, yeah, full steps, but they are going in the wrong direction. And then you see yourself 10 years, you never make money online because you're on the wrong direction. Follow
Mm.
person with no road. Me, I'm always saying it all the
True.
time. Follow people with
True.
no road. If you want Google map, there's a reason why there's a map to show you where you they go. Okay, if you they go south and your map they take you go north, you are only going farther and farther in the wrong direction. You will never get to the south. It's true. It's like two parallel lines. So that's just my own take when it comes to this struggle. The struggles are there, but what are you doing about your struggles? You wake up, you complain. You wake up, you complain. You wake up, man, no go fall from heaven. You have to take action. Start from somewhere. Get
Okay.
information. Get ideas. Learn. Understand. Know where you are going to. Then start one step at a time in the right direction.
Thank you so much, Coach Mo. Abibola, do you have anything to say?
Mm-mm. No,
Okay.
I'm good.
Um, okay, no problem. Like Coach Mo rightly said, when she was talking, something just flashed in, and it's something I naturally tell people. What we do, like she said, is a high ticket franchise, right? And I told them, I said, it's just like influencing. Coach Mo, you're wearing that top. Oh, I like your top. Where did you get this top from, Coach Mo? Oh, I bought it from H&M. Oh, no, I bought it from Zara. You have given Zara that publicity without a payment. Do you understand? So when people give you an opportunity to do something, why don't just listen to them, see if it's something you can do, and when you come into the business, you learn, you go gradually into the business and learn how to do it. For me, I just believe that as long as you can read, you can write, I think you can be able to do the business.
And you can follow instructions.
Instructions. You see this excuse of I'm busy. Excuse is not, if you say I'm busy, that means that's an excuse. You cannot be too busy for your future. You cannot be too busy to plan for your future. Do you understand? So I'm too busy is no, no, no. I'm too busy. That means you're still giving an excuse. You need
No,
to
I'm
wake
too
up.
busy. In my own opinion, when you say you are too busy, it means you don't want. When
Some
anybody
people,
comes to me and say I'm busy,
eh,
there's nobody when no busy.
everybody is busy. But if that's why I said it is for your, if you're busy for it now, well, there's an adage in our place that says anytime you wake up, now be your daybreak. But make you
Eh,
not wake up too late. That's the problem. No, not wake up too late though, because when you wake up too late, it becomes a struggle. That time body go call the pepper you. And like she said, as Coach Mo rightly said, at times some mornings, you say you're too busy. Some mornings you don't even want to stand up from the bed to go to
Mhm.
that place you want to go.
Yeah.
But like because of the bills and because of the paycheck, you need to brace up and go put a smile in front of people that don't really give a damn whether your health is deteriorating or not. That's the truth.
Yeah.
So I think this is just like a wake up call for we immigrants in the diaspora. We just need to wake up and, let's hail
yeah.
the company. The rosy rosy we thought we were coming to do. Yes, the rosy rosy is here. We're still seeing is better from but we don't have to go into the details, but we know that we
Yeah,
can do
it's
more.
better, but it can be best.
You can
I
be
just
best.
want to make this my very last statement, my closing statement is that you see, when you
Not yet
Um,
your closing statement, because I think I still need to ask you guys one more question before
okay,
it
I have one
becomes
more
your.
question. Okay, so at work, you see, especially when you take a day off. When you take a day off at work, it means everything to you. Maybe you want to do something, but it
Mm,
means nothing to your employer. I hope you know. You are just one out of so many people that did not show up at work that day.
that
Mm-hmm.
is
But
true.
for you, it means the world. It means, imagine you took off, one day to attend your daughter's graduation. It means everything to you. But to your employer, it's just one day off that you did not show up at work. So we get that into, somewhere there. So don't feel too important with another person's dream, another person's goal, another person's, they have a dream they are building. You are just one. You are a number at that workplace. But at home, you are everything, right?
Yeah,
My kids only have one mother. You don't have
true.
two.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's it. That's in fact, you just that is the point. You're the mother, and you have to play the role that your first role is being that mom. That's your primary responsibility, being a mom.
I'm
Then
busy
any
now.
other thing can come in. Okay, Coach Mo, the last question before we can start, concluding and rounding up is, in your own opinion, I'd like us to just discuss about it. Do you really think immigrants are living below their minimum average, or they're living above average, or they're just in average in the diaspora? What do you think?
Over 50% of immigrants are living below average. Over 50%. Some people are very privileged. They were able, they got into this part of the world, they went back into their career, they have nice jobs, but that percentage is very low. People that are that lucky. So
Mhm.
over 50% are living below average. It is below average when you are not able to, you cannot even boast of a $500 or a $1,000 savings at the end of the month. You are living below average, right? You cannot say, oh, I decide I don't want to go to work for 1 week. Your paycheck will suffer for it.
True.
Right? That's living below average. You cannot just carry your bag now and say, okay, I think I'd like to work from France from next week. Do you get that flexibility of life? Let's even go into the basic one. By the time they take out the witchcraft, where they follow people where they are abroad, we be saying abuse. By the
Mm.
time property tax, this one collect the
Light
nonsense.
bill.
This one gone, 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 gone. You really don't
Mm.
have anything left.
Mm.
So when do you now want to wake up and say you want to live the kind of life you want to live? Do you get? A lot of people I've spoken, I speak to people every day. So I'm not just coming to give you what I think. No, I'm talking based on stats of the people I talk to. Over 50% of immigrants are living below average. In fact, the kind of life they're living here, they don't even like it. The job they're doing, they don't like their job. I just go in there so that I can start get paid, you know. And there's a way you can break free and reclaim your freedom back. Start by what we call spare time income. Spare time income is like what we have, a business you can build in your spare time that you allocate time to, and you build it gradually, gradually, gradually. It does not matter whether you don't have followers before. It does not matter whether you are not a social media person. And so you're not a social media person, but if it requires that you go on LinkedIn, build a profile so that you can get a job, you will appear there. Are you a social media person to go and build a LinkedIn profile? No,
Mm.
just to go and beg another person to give you a job. So if you are able to conveniently, build a business that can help you make 5 figures a month, it's gonna be gradual, but you should consider it
Mm.
for your own good, right? Spare
Mhm.
time income is the income you make, in your spare time. What's your spare time? Your Netflix time, in my own opinion, is your spare time. Time for
Mm.
movies is a spare time. You
True.
can divert that time to do something else, to do a training that can help you to be knowledgeable. Because
Mm.
you know what? My people perish because of lack of knowledge. It
Mm.
is ignorance that is making people to think there is no money online, that you cannot make money online. It is still ignorance.
Mm.
The Bible says seek wisdom, because wisdom is the principal thing. Find out this information. How do you do it? In your spare time. Grow that audience, build that brand gradually, gradually, gradually. Then it starts to pay you. Imagine, like what Tina said, We're working for a high ticket business franchise. And for every time we close a deal, we smile to the bank account. It's all convenience. Checks to your mailbox, deposit it with your phone. I can sit down here all day and make money
Hmm.
in this spot without standing up. It's about what you know, information. Do you get? There was a day one of my friends was making jest of me. You understand? When they were talking about the snow, I said, this snow, it's too high. Oh. I beg, I know they go anywhere. If I grocery, everything cancel. I'm staying at home. Say, it's not your fault. It's because you work from home. It's because you don't have to step out of the house to make money. If you
Yeah.
have to go to work, won't you jump out in that snow? And it is the truth. If I have to, won't I go? So
Hmm.
it's all about having a life of options. Come out of your comfort zone
Hmm.
and stop all the excuses. The I don't have this, I don't need conscience. If you need conscience, you understand. Just like when you when you are ready for childbirth, whether you like or not, the baby will come out somewhere or somewhere. It depends on what you're ready for. When you're not ready for something, nobody can force you.
True.
Mhm.
But when you are ready, there will be
Mindset.
a there will
Yep.
be a when you're ready.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you so much, Coach Mo. Abimbola, do you have anything to add?
Yeah, like you said, I was thinking most people were like average, but after she broke it down, I'm changing my stance. As I'm talking about, I've been here for 20 years at least, and I can't even boast of savings a monthly basis, that puts me below average. And so now my stance has changed after she, Mr. Coach broke it down. So I think
Yeah.
most people are living below average for real. Most
Yeah.
immigrants, yeah.
Yeah. Wow. Right. For me, in fact, this is just like an eye opener because the truth, I've never really worked as a professional before. This is my first time, right? Apart from when I did IT, when you just leave college and all those stuff. So this was my first trial in any 9 to 5 job, right? So but I knew down in me that it's not fun. It's not. It's not me. If you know me, I'm a very lively person. I don't like anything dulling my shine anywhere. Right? Not even. Yeah, it's not even a job. I don't like anybody to dull my shine. That's me. So I knew that it's just for just go there like she said. I can just make it your. I'm just using this one as my part time. It doesn't. It doesn't hurt. It doesn't really hurt for you to still show up at your workplace because of course we have that mindset that there's a fixed price for us there that we're looking. But there's one guy I was listening to the other day. The guy said, every one of us living abroad, not even this is not an immigrant problem. Everyone is one check away to bankruptcy. One check away.
That's true. Mhm.
Because, like she said, if you travel and you pack your bags, you want to go to France, that means that week they're not paying you, unless you're not the one that they pay hourly, right? Except they give you a fixed price that, oh, you'll be taking this particular amount every month. But if you're being paid hourly and you leave your job for like a week just to rest because you want to go to France, just know that that check, all the witches, like she said, the witches are the bills.
The
They are
bills.
waiting for you as you're opening the door. The bills are staring you face to face. So for me, like I said, I've never really been in that shoes because right from day one, I've always had this entrepreneurial mindset. But because I came to this part of the world, I decided to make myself available for professional job. But I still know that at the end of the day, after some years, I'm gonna like go back to what I love doing. So this is an opportunity I got, and like I said, I'm repeating it. It's the best opportunity that I've ever seriously. My body is sweeting me anytime I'm talking about it. I'm telling you, my body is sweeting me. I don't
Honestly,
know
I
about
was very
you, my
excited
body
when I
is
saw the
sweeting me
system. It was
because
as if this is it. Like how even when I don't started making money, I
yeah,
just know this is it. Like no, this is it. If you want to go square, in fact, my friends used to make jest of me that when they talk about this business, your voice is always going high. I say forget it. It's different. It's different for me. No, it's different. It was very nice. This
well,
chat. In fact, we've
Yeah,
done
thank
really
you so
long. We're
much, ladies.
almost
Actually, we
50
actually
minutes.
came out that we're going to come talk about ourselves, our secondary school life, how we grew up, what our mommy did and what our mommy did not do. Africans, that is what we came. But because we are those moms that are really, like I said, we are change-driven moms. That's what I would say. And
Yes.
we want to help our fellow immigrants, our sisters, our brothers that are looking for a way to change the narrative. You can own your own business in your own name in the diaspora. Let no one deceive you. Gone are those days that we will come,
As
they say,
simple as
you
ABC.
cannot do it, you cannot do it. You can do it now. And the social media space they've given us that leverage. All you need to do is get the right information. Like you said, you have to get the right mind and the right information. Coach Mo,
Talk to the right people.
talk to the
Meet
right
the right.
people.
You know, there's some people that when you are working with them, they say your company matters a lot. When you're working with some people, you'll be thinking your problem is 2,000 problem. Mhm. When you are working with some people, your problem will become 100,000 problem. You understand? Like you
Mm,
start seeing that, so it's possible. It's about your circle of influence. Change it, right?
yeah.
Change the people you're rolling with. Change it. It helps a lot. For I still call myself a new immigrant. I'm still less than 5 years here, and to
Mhm.
the glory of God, this system is a life changer. Like I can beat my chest. If I stand in front of what's the name, Joe Biden, I'll say, Uncle, this business is a life changer. Quote me anywhere.
Anyway, me, I can
Anywhere.
testify because at least I've met her one on one, right? I've met her one on one, so the testimony is glaring. I can see, yeah,
It's a life
I can
changer,
see,
honestly.
right?
It was a
So
very interesting topic. I enjoyed myself
I
this
enjoyed
Sunday
myself too,
afternoon.
So yeah, yeah. So in closing, please, I'm just my brothers, sisters, my friends that are watching us. Just
Sure.
know that everything is possible if you know if you key in into the right group. Like there's a word that said, I cannot have 5 friends to drink with when I cannot have 5 friends to invest with, right? That's my mantra for 2024. If you're not with me, you're not for me. That's me. We need to start thinking, changing our narratives on what we use our time to do. If we can go sit down and talk rubbish, and we cannot sit down and talk about what can move us forward, what can make us help other people. Because as we're here, we're like agents, right? We have a lot of people out there that we want to reach out to. We want to help. Yeah, like me, I'm a kingdom person, a kingdom financier. So I need more so I could be able to reach out to people. So if we're here and we cannot tell each other the truth, I don't know what else we're going to do because together we go far. If I'm doing it by myself, I'll be crawling, I'll be walking small, small. But if we come together to do it, I think it will take us a long way. Thank you so much, Coach Mo, for taking your time from you and your kids because they're just there running around you.
They are
Let's
there. Oh. They are there running up and
it's
down.
good to
Want to
know that a
shoot head,
registered
shoot
nurse can
face.
actually say, I like to do this business and I'm in this business.
Thank
And
you.
you're enjoying it. I'm happy to see that. Thank you so much,
Yes.
everyone. We'll see you
Uh,
again next
all
time here.
right.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.